Archangel Michael is removing delays from your life right now. Crossed swords breakthrough prayer. My child, stop for a moment. Because something incredible is being revealed to you right now, something that has been hidden in the quiet corners of your life, waiting for this exact moment to awaken. I need you to listen closely, because the universe, in its infinite wisdom, has aligned its timing perfectly for you. There are energies swirling around you, gentle, unseen forces, guiding, protecting, and preparing the path you were always meant to walk. And today, the veil lifts. There is a hidden message just for you, a divine whisper that your soul has been craving. The moments of frustration. The doors that wouldn't open, the dreams that felt paused, these were never denials. They were pauses. Sacred pauses. And now, the cosmos is sending clarity and momentum directly into your life. Right this very moment, Archangel Michael is removing delays from your life right now. Crossed swords breakthrough prayer. Feel the truth in those words. Let them resonate deep within your spirit. This is not coincidence. This is divine orchestration. Something in you is shifting. Maybe you felt it, an invisible weight lifting, a gentle stirring of hope that you can't quite explain. That is the signal. That is the touch of the divine telling you, your breakthrough is not coming, it is here. The hidden chains that held you back are dissolving. Every hesitation, every not yet, is being transformed into alignment. And you are being prepared for the moment when doors you never expected to open will swing wide without struggle. Now, see it clearly, you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you are meant to be, at the perfect timing, with guidance surrounding you in ways you cannot yet see. The divine is speaking directly to your heart, saying, trust this sacred flow. Step forward, for the path is being cleared. Your breakthrough is happening now, and nothing can stop it. Feel the warmth of hope, the certainty of purpose, and the light of a future that aligns perfectly with your soul's calling. So pause, breathe, and receive this hidden truth. Let it sink into every fiber of your being. Because from this moment forward, nothing will be the same. The universe has turned a page, and the story of your life is moving into a chapter filled with clarity, blessing, and unstoppable momentum. If this revelation touched your soul, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay connected to the flow of divine messages. Watch the complete video, because what comes next will awaken the hidden blessings already moving into your life. I am speaking to you now, in this very moment, beyond time and beyond the noise that has tried to drown out my voice. Be still. Breathe. The stirring you feel in your spirit is not imagination, it is recognition. I have seen the nights when you waited, the mornings when hope felt delayed, the silent questions you whispered when answers did not come. I am not distant from your struggle. I am nearer than your breath, and right now, I am revealing what has been moving behind the veil. I have dispatched my warrior of light, Archangel Michael, not in haste, but in perfect alignment with my timing. What felt like resistance was not punishment. What seemed like stagnation was not abandonment. There were moments when I allowed the delay to protect you, to mature you, to prepare you for what you asked me for without fully understanding its weight. But hear me clearly now, the season of unnecessary delay is ending. The spiritual gates that once appeared closed are being loosened, and the heaviness that clung to your progress is being lifted. Do not be surprised if things begin to shift quietly before they shift loudly. I often move in ways that are subtle before they become undeniable. The delay you thought defined you was never your identity. It was a corridor. And corridors are meant to be passed through, not lived in. Archangel Michael is standing in the place where hesitation once ruled, bringing divine order where confusion lingered. This is not chaos entering your life, this is clarity arriving. I know you grew weary of waiting for signs, of searching for reassurance that I was still listening. But even in your silence, I was working. Even when you felt overlooked, I was aligning circumstances, people, and timing in ways your eyes could not yet see. The breakthrough you have prayed for is not rushing toward you recklessly, it is approaching with precision. Nothing about what I am doing now is random. There are forces that tried to distract you, to convince you that your prayers were falling to the ground unheard. Those whispers did not come from me. I am the God who finishes what he begins. I do not tease my children with promises I do not intend to fulfill. Archangel Michael is not removing delays to impress you. He is removing them because the appointed moment has arrived. Heaven responds when alignment meets obedience, and you have remained standing even when your knees trembled. Right now, in the unseen realm, barriers are dissolving. What once required exhausting effort will soon begin to flow with grace. This does not mean there will be no responsibility on your part. It means the resistance that did not belong to your journey is being cleared away. I am teaching you to move forward without fear, to step without second-guessing every choice, to trust that when I say now, I mean now. You may feel a strange mix of anticipation and uncertainty. That is natural. When delays lift, movement can feel unfamiliar. You became accustomed to waiting rooms, to holding patterns, to preparing without launching. But I am calling you out of preparation and into motion. Archangel Michael stands as a reminder that courage is not the absence of fear, it is obedience in the presence of fear. You are not being pushed, you are being invited. Listen closely. The doors opening will not always look like the ones you imagined. Some will come disguised as conversations, some as sudden clarity, some as endings that make room for beginnings. Do not cling to what I am asking you to release. Delays often attach us emotionally to comfort zones we outgrow. Trust me enough to let go. I am not taking from you. I am making space for more. I see the area of your life where time felt wasted. I redeem time. I compress seasons. What you thought would take years can unfold in months when my hand is upon it. Archangel Michael is not bound by human clocks. He moves according to my command, and my command has gone forth. The weight is lifting. The fog is thinning. The path is becoming visible one step at a time. Do not rush ahead of me, but do not lag behind either. Walk with me. There will be moments soon when you will look back and realize the delay taught you discernment, endurance, and humility. Those qualities will protect the blessing I am bringing. I am not only interested in giving you breakthrough. I am invested in sustaining it. Some of you have been praying the same prayer for so long that you no longer know how to pray it with expectation. Let me restore that expectancy now. I am breathing fresh faith into tired prayers. When you speak to me after this moment, speak as one who knows they are heard. Speak as one who believes movement has begun, even if the full picture is not yet visible. Archangel Michael is not arriving late. He is arriving on time. And so are you. The delays did not disqualify you, they refined you. What is unfolding now will require you to show up differently, to speak more boldly, to trust more deeply. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to take the next step when I illuminate it. Stay attentive. Stay humble. Stay open. There will be confirmations, small at first, then undeniable. You will notice patterns breaking, cycles shifting, and opportunities aligning in ways that cannot be explained by coincidence alone. That is my signature. That is how you will know this is not self-effort, but divine orchestration. I am with you in this moment of transition. I have not forgotten your name, your tears, or your perseverance. As Archangel Michael clears what stood in your way, I am preparing you to receive what you once thought was out of reach. Let your heart remain soft. Let your spirit remain alert. Because what begins now is not merely a change in circumstances, it is the unfolding of a chapter that will require your faith to stay awake, your hope to stay anchored, and your trust to stay alive as I continue to reveal, step by step, what has been waiting for you just beyond the delay, and as I speak again, drawing you deeper into understanding what is being set in motion even now, for there is more I am about to show you, more I am about to remove, and more I am about to release as you remain here with me, listening, watching, and allowing this moment to continue to unfold. Remain with me. Do not let your attention wander, for what I am unveiling now is delicate, layered, and meant to be received slowly. Like light adjusting your eyes after a long night. You have stepped into a threshold moment, one where the past loosens its grip and the future has not yet fully spoken its name. This space may feel unfamiliar, but it is holy. I do some of my most intentional work in the in-between. I know you wondered why clarity did not come sooner, why answers arrived in fragments instead of full sentences. Understand this: had I revealed everything at once, it would have overwhelmed you. I measured revelation according to your strength, not your impatience. Every pause, every silence carried purpose. And now, as Archangel Michael stands guard over this transition, the fragments are beginning to assemble into meaning. You are not behind. You were never behind. You were being positioned. There is a difference, though it is hard to see when you measure your life by comparisons and expectations placed on you by others. I do not measure you that way. I measure you by obedience, by the way you kept choosing integrity when shortcuts were offered, by how you continued to love even when bitterness would have been easier. Those choices mattered more than speed. There were moments when you felt an invisible resistance, as if every step forward required twice the effort. That resistance was not a reflection of your worth. It was evidence of the value of what you carry. Precious things are often contested before they are released. But hear me now, the contest is shifting. What once opposed you is losing its authority. Archangel Michael is enforcing boundaries you could not enforce on your own. You may begin to notice a lightness in areas that once felt heavy. Decisions that once confused you will become simpler, not because the situation changed overnight, but because your discernment has sharpened. I have been training your inner ear to recognize my voice amid many others. That training is bearing fruit now. Trust the calm clarity that begins to replace anxiety. It is not complacency, it is confidence rooted in me. Do not fear the pace of what is coming. Some things will move faster than you expect. Others more gently. Acceleration does not mean recklessness. I am still guiding each step. You will not be asked to leap blindly. I will light the ground beneath your feet as you move. When I say the delay is lifting, I am not removing wisdom, I am removing obstruction. There are relationships that could not accompany you into this next phase. Their delay was not cruelty, it was mercy. Had they come with you too soon, they would have hindered your growth or distorted your focus. Release them without resentment. Bless them without attachment. What I am building in your life requires alignment, not familiarity. Archangel Michael is helping sever cords that no longer serve my purpose for you. You might feel moments of grief as well as relief. That is allowed. Even when delays lift, transition carries emotion. Let those emotions pass through you without defining you. Do not judge yourself for feeling both excitement and hesitation. I am patient with your process. I am not rushing you, I am walking you forward. Pay attention to the quiet nudges you receive in the coming days. They may seem small, an urge to rest, to speak, to wait, to act, but they are significant. When delays end, sensitivity becomes essential. Do not return to old habits of forcing outcomes. Flow with me. Respond rather than react. This is how you remain aligned with what I am doing now. Archangel Michael does not work alone. Heaven moves in harmony. What is being rearranged around you involves more than one area of your life. Some answers will come through people you did not expect. Some opportunities will arise from places you once overlooked. Do not dismiss them too quickly. I often send provision wrapped in humility so that pride does not interfere. You have asked me many times if you missed your moment. Let me answer you clearly, moments in my kingdom are not fragile. They are resilient. They wait for alignment, not perfection. You did not miss anything that was meant for you. What was delayed waited with patience, not disappointment. And now, as the timing aligns, it responds to your readiness. I am inviting you to trust my timing in a deeper way than before. Not passive trust, but active trust, the kind that listens, responds, and remains flexible. The delays taught you endurance. The breakthrough will teach you stewardship. What you receive now must be handled with care, humility, and gratitude. That is why I prepared you the way I did. There will be moments when you are tempted to look back and analyze every delay, every closed door, every unanswered prayer. Do not become trapped in analysis. Honor the past, but do not live there. I redeem what you surrender. I transform what you release. The future I am opening to you requires your attention forward, not your regret backward. Notice how your prayers begin to change. They will shift from desperation to collaboration. You will start asking me not just for outcomes, but for wisdom on how to walk them out. That shift is a sign of maturity. It is also a sign that the delay did its work. You are no longer asking only to escape difficulty, you are asking to grow through opportunity. You may wonder how you will know when the delay has truly ended. You will know not just by external movement, but by internal peace. When striving fades and trust takes its place, when you feel permission to move without fear of failure, that is when you will recognize the change. Archangel Michael's presence is not loud chaos. It is firm stability. Stay grounded. Stay present. The days ahead are not meant to be rushed through. Each step carries instruction. Each encounter carries meaning. I am speaking through patterns, confirmations, and inner knowing. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit attentive. You do not need to chase signs, they will meet you where you are. I am restoring momentum, yes, but more than that, I am restoring confidence. The kind that does not depend on applause or validation. The kind that stands quietly, rooted in the knowledge that I am guiding you. When you walk in that confidence, delays lose their power over you forever. You no longer fear them, because you understand their purpose. Remember this, breakthroughs are not always dramatic moments. Sometimes they are steady unfoldings. Do not underestimate consistency. Do not overlook small progress. The mountain moves not only with earthquakes, but with persistent, faithful steps. I am honoring your persistence now. As you continue to listen, you may sense that there is still more being revealed, more layers unfolding beneath the surface of what you thought this message would be. That is intentional. I am not finished speaking. I am drawing you deeper, not just into understanding, but into relationship. Remain here. Let your heart stay receptive. Let your spirit stay awake, because what Archangel Michael has begun to remove is only the beginning. There are still insights to come, still confirmations to arrive, still shifts to be felt. I am continuing to work even as you listen. I am continuing to align even as you wait. And as this moment stretches on, as my voice continues to meet you where you are, you will begin to sense that something even greater is unfolding just beyond what has already been revealed, something that requires your attention, your trust, and your willingness to stay present with me as I continue to speak, continue to guide, and continue to open what has long been held back, for there is more ahead, more depth, more clarity. And I am not finished yet, stay with me just a little longer. For this is the closing of what I have been unveiling. And endings matter as much as beginnings. What I speak now is not meant to rush you forward, but to anchor you so that when movement increases, you do not lose your center. You have entered a moment where alignment matters more than effort, where listening matters more than striving. This is where many misunderstand my work, but you are beginning to see clearly. I want you to understand something deeply. Delays do not mean denial, and silence does not mean absence. I have never stepped away from your life, not for a single breath. When you felt alone, I was near. When you felt confused, I was steady. When you questioned whether anything was happening at all, I was orchestrating layers you could not yet perceive. My work does not always announce itself, but it is always precise, Archangel Michael's assignment was not only to remove resistance but to restore order. Order in your thoughts. Order in your emotions. Order in your sense of direction. Many delays were sustained not by external circumstances alone, but by internal uncertainty, questions about your worth, your readiness, your right to receive what you asked for. Those questions are being quieted now. Not because you suddenly became flawless, but because you finally became willing. You are learning that trust is not passive waiting, it is active alignment. It is choosing to believe me even when outcomes are not yet visible. It is showing up consistently, even when motivation fluctuates. This kind of trust carries weight in the spiritual realm. It authorizes movement. It opens pathways. It invites assistance you could never generate on your own. I know there were times you tried to force answers, to speed things up, to make sense of everything all at once. I did not judge you for that. I understood your urgency. But I also protected you from carrying what you were not yet equipped to hold. Now, as the delay lifts, notice how your capacity has expanded. You are calmer, more discerning, less reactive. That growth is not accidental, it is preparation fulfilled. What comes next will require steadiness. Blessings do not test you the way delays do. But they reveal what delays taught you. As doors open, you will need to choose focus over distraction, purpose over pressure, and presence over performance. Do not measure this new season by how quickly everything unfolds. Measure it by how deeply you remain connected to me. There will be moments of affirmation, times when you realize, this is it. This is what I was waiting for. Receive those moments with gratitude, not fear. You do not need to brace yourself for loss. You do not need to shrink to stay safe. I am not teasing you with progress only to pull it away. What I establish now is meant to endure. Be mindful of your inner dialogue as things begin to change. Old voices may try to resurface, reminding you of past delays, past disappointments, past versions of yourself. Thank them for the lessons and release them. They no longer speak for your future. You are not who you were when the delay began. You are wiser now. More grounded. More aware of my presence within you. I am also asking you to rest in this truth. You do not need to prove that the delay was worth it. You do not need to justify your journey to anyone. The fruit will speak for itself. Quiet consistency will outlast loud explanation. Let your life become the testimony, not your defense. As momentum returns, guard your peace. Not everything that moves quickly is meant for you. Discernment remains essential even when delays lift. Archangel Michael does not remove every obstacle, only the ones that were never meant to shape you. Some challenges remain, not to stop you, but to strengthen you as you walk forward. You will notice that what once drained you no longer has the same effect. That is growth. You will notice that you recover more quickly from disappointment. That is resilience. You will notice that you trust your intuition more readily. That is alignment. These are signs that the delay accomplished its purpose and is now releasing you into motion. I want you to remember this moment, not just emotionally, but spiritually. Let it become a reference point. When future pauses arise, and they will, you will remember that I move even when you cannot see it. You will remember that timing unfolds with intention, not neglect. You will remember that delays are temporary, but my faithfulness is constant. You are not stepping into uncertainty alone. I am going before you, beside you, and within you. Archangel Michael's work is not a dramatic spectacle. It is a firm clearing of the way so you can walk forward without carrying unnecessary weight. You are lighter now than you were before this message began. Even if you cannot fully explain why, your spirit recognizes it. Take this clarity with you. Let it inform your decisions, soften your expectations, and strengthen your resolve. Speak with intention. Act with wisdom. Rest without guilt. Move without fear. This is how you cooperate with what I have already set in motion, and now, as this message comes to its close, know this above all else. The delays that once defined your waiting no longer define your path. What lies ahead is not rushed, not forced, and not fragile. It is steady. It is intentional. It is supported. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not unprepared. I am with you. I have been with you. I will remain with you. Go forward in peace. Amen.